Big news from the Republican primary race. Yesterday, Ben Carson released a statement saying to supporters that he, quote, does not see a political path forward in light of the Super Tuesday primary results. He's sort of saying he's not going to be the nominee, but he didn't actually suspend his campaign for the Republican presidential nomination. This is very, very odd, and the sort of understanding of it, and I actually have some quotes to support this, is that, hey, if he doesn't suspend his campaign, he can keep taking money, although he is not going to be participating in tonight's Republican primary debate. The former surgeon turned temporary Republican frontrunner. I mean, remember that, Lewis. At one point, he was tied with Trump for first place. None of us believed it. He never had a shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure what even happened I'm not sure how that happened. I just don't think is somehow Trump is a more serious contender than this guy.
Carson said that he has absolutely felt pressure to end his campaign, and that it came in the form of people calling him saying, please drop out and support other people. And he was asked, well, talking about other people, would you support a President Trump? And he basically didn't answer. He said he would feel comfortable with anybody that the people are willing to elect, which is sort of a dangerous thing to say, right? Because it seems
that
like
could be Hillary Clinton.
It could be Hillary Clinton. And it seems like the people are willing to elect pretty incompetent people. I mean, let me call your attention to the 8 years of George W. Bush's presidency. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Armstrong Williams is considered a top advisor to Ben Carson, and he admitted, yeah, there is no path to the nomination, but it makes sense for Ben Carson to stay in the race because, quote, people who care about him, who are asking him to stay in the race, they are still sending him their small donations of $5, $10, and $20. He's had a phenomenal week of raising money, and it says to him they want him to stay in the race. So kind of saying there's really no way he can win, but there are people who keep sending him money anyway, so he probably shouldn't suspend his campaign for now. It's an amazing admission couched in a sort of milquetoast statement.
And what is he saying to or about the people that are still giving him money? He's basically saying, I don't care if these people are parting with their money because it's coming to me, although I know damn well that I have no chance. I mean, that is really bad.
Where does Ben Carson's understandably meager support go? It actually might go to Trump, because if you think about who would be willing to support Ben Carson, if you're willing to support Ben Carson for this long, you're probably not going to be swayed into voting for John Kasich, who is the most reasonable guy left on that stage. I would actually think it reasonable that if Ben Carson is out and you've been a strong Carson supporter, you might actually go to Trump. And this is one of the scariest things about this.
I think so. But he does have, well, I guess in some states, I wouldn't say a tiny amount of support. I guess there was maybe he's a high of maybe 8% in some states. I mean, it's not substantial.
He looks incredibly lost in every situation. Like, even in figuring out how to get out of this thing, he has no path to the White House. And people pressured him to get out, and he didn't like that. But at the same time, he's not suspending because people are sending him $5 and $10 donations, but he's trying to sell books, but he knows he's not going to win. It's quite funny and sad, even in figuring out whether or not to suspend his campaign. Something about it is it's obviously a sign of total incompetence. I mean, Ben Carson just seems generally confused at so many things that go on. But I also kind of feel bad for the guy. It seems like he's just stumbling around in a dark room trying to figure out where the light switch is.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think he's just enjoying being there, being on the stage, doing whatever he does during his campaign.
Whatever he does, we don't know.
On their dime. Yeah, what does he do? I'm not sure.
Certainly not clear to me. Today's sponsor is Casper Mattresses, and I'm actually now sleeping on a Casper mattress, and I love it. And for a long time, I was sort of resistant to the idea that it really matters what mattress you have. And I thought, hey, I'm sleeping pretty well. What difference could a different mattress make? And it actually makes a huge difference. And now I've been completely converted into the idea that the mattress you sleep on matters. And you can get $50 towards any mattress purchase by going to casper.com/Pakman and using the code Pakman, Pakman. Check it out. There is a risk-free trial and return policy. If you don't like the mattress, Casper will come and pick it up at their expense, no risk to you. Casper.com/Pakman. The code is Pakman, Pakman. Try it.